It's Week 16 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. It's the Browns and the Bears on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On the ground, here's the rookie from Ole Miss. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They're going to look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ready? Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run with Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Okay, ready?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Ford. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. a touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the field.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this 29. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now an audible here into something else. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Once more with Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, his 16th. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They will start this drive with Ford. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a... Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Let's go.
This is Ford. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
Hawk 70. Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards that time.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. This is the tight end, Njoku. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll look to throw. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra